Hello and welcome to another Tycho video. Today I am going to be showing a few of the recent enhancements and updates that have been made to the Comet Photometry module. So to get started, I first navigate to Ephemeris attached from JPL Horizons. And as before, I can choose number, name, or designation. Because this comet that I am working with, it has not yet been numbered, I choose designation. So this is Comet C2019Y4. And I go ahead and attach to the dataset the ephemeris. And as you can see, this is so far no change. This is exactly the same behavior as before. But what has changed is that when I go to the Comet Photometry module, you can see that it has automatically updated the designation and the name of the comet. So that is a nice convenience feature. And this also works with the other method. So I did a previous video going in more detail on the Comet Photometry module. And in that video, I explained the other method, which is simply put, you go to Settings, Overlay, and you choose Apply Object. And this makes use of the internal object database. So you can do a search. And to demonstrate that this works with this other method, I can clear out these fields, and you can see that I click OK, and it automatically populates them just as it did with the JPL Horizons approach. So again, that's a nice convenience feature. The other update concerns the formatting of the Comet report. So to demonstrate that, I need to create some measurements, and to do that, I first need to specify the star image. So because I have more than one image here, I can choose to create a stack. So I can select all the images here, and this is a stack with zero motion, and you can see that the stars are nice round objects, so that's what we want for the star image. Now for the comet image, we want to create a stack with respect to its motion. So in that case, the stars would be trailed and the comet itself would be nicely resolved. So to do that, a couple ways to do so. Just to keep this video short, I'm just going to show I can simply right click and do Create Stack Ephemeris because we have attached ephemeris information to the data set. So this is the comet image. So I choose Apply from Image Viewer to set that. And finally, I now need to set the origin. So I can adjust the contrast slider here and then zoom in a bit and then double click to center the origin. And then, as before, choose Apply from Image Viewer. So we now have all of this information applied. Next, we want to make sure that we have the desired aperture, so you can make that adjustment as appropriate for the object you are measuring. Next, we want to select comparison stars. Now, typically before I do that, I would want to go to the star image so that I can see the comparison stars. And in that case, I am presented now with a trend line. And for each data point here, I can right click and choose Add to Active Comp Stars. And I typically will do between 5 to 7 comparison stars. And once I have that list, then I can choose Graph, Generate Data. And this will tell me if I have any comparison stars that I might not want to use. So if you do encounter some that are undesirable, you can simply right click and remove them from the list. And it's also always a good idea to double check the comp star aperture as well, so you can make the aperture adjustment as needed. So in this case, we are ready to create the report. So I can choose Generate Report, and here is the resulting graph. And what I wanted to show is the formatting of the report. It has undergone a minor tweak. So the ICQ line itself has been moved near the top of the report, and it starts off with the name of the comet. So then we have the ICQ line. Next we have the multi-aperture section. And finally we have a list of the data points. So these are the data points from the graph. So that can be useful. And also what's new is you can now get a description of the report. So if you go to Help, View Report Description, then this will present with a new window here. And this is very useful if you are new to the Comet Photometry module. You can understand better the columns, the labels, what they all mean. And so this is a nice walkthrough of describing the report. So that's about it for this video. Again, I've done a more comprehensive video in the past month or so that goes in more detail on how to create the measurements. So if you are interested in Comet Photometry, I would suggest checking out that video. I have a link to it in the description below. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.